Wow, what a beautiful view from the library. Oh, it sure looks cold out there. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break and see if Dr. Romano's still around doing any more great work. Okay, here I go. Okay. Hi, Dr. Romano. I see you're hard at work as always. Can I take a peek at what you're doing?
Sure, come around. I want to go over a question on solubility. This question is going to involve KSP. If you remembered, KSP is for salts. The greater the KSP, the more soluble the salt. The smaller the KSP, the more insoluble the salt. I want you to set up an equation to find the calcium concentration in calcium phosphate if the KSP is 1 to the minus 28th. Now, what I would first do is I wrote the reaction out. Whatever they give you is always a solid. If they give you KSP, you know it's a solid. So you're going to take the calcium phosphate and it breaks into 3 moles of calcium and 2 moles of phosphate. The next move you do is you write the KSP. It's going to be calcium to the third times phosphate squared. Now, as you can see, there's a 3 in front of the calcium, so I'm going to call this 3x, and I'm going to call phosphate 2x. So what I do is I now plug in. The KSP we know is 1 to the minus 28th. The calcium is 3x, and you cube it. I don't know why students always make that error. You got to do 2 operations. Likewise, the phosphate is 2x, and you squared it. Putting it all together, we keep the 1 to the minus 28 on the left. 3 cubed is 3 times 3, which is 9 times 3, gives me 27x to the third. 2 squared, or 2x squared, becomes 4x squared. Putting it together gives me 108, adding the exponent, x to the fifth. Dividing it out, you get 1 to the negative 28th divided by 108 equals x to the fifth, or solving, you get x is equal to the fifth root of 1 to the minus 28 over 108. Now this x stands for what we call the molar solubility. Now, some people call it S. I like to call it X. They're not asking me for the molar solubility of the calcium phosphate, but we want to find the calcium concentration. As you can see, the calcium is equal to 3x. So the calcium would be 3 times this entire quantity. So 3 times the fifth root of 1 to the minus 28 over 108 would be the correct expression. Nobody's going to be expecting you to solve an equation involving a fifth root or a third root or a fourth root, but as long as you can set it up, this will give you a good idea of what to expect in the DAT exam. I hope that helps give you a nice understanding of what to expect. I got a similar question like this in the DAT Destroyer book that I want you to go over.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Romano. I'm taking a break for the rest of the day. Could I bring you back some donuts or coffee or anything?
No, that's okay. Good day to you.
Good day to you, sir.